Hello everyone, my name is Brianna Hellman and I'll be the voice behind this presentation. Because our chapter is a bit small at the moment, I hold a few positions, my main one being VP of Membership and Pledge Education. So recruitment is very important to me, which is why I wanted to record this little informational so that anyone who wasn't able to attend our informational sessions earlier wouldn't be missing out on any important information. I will be covering a lot of information in a small period, so please don't feel overwhelmed or confused, as this is mainly just to show you all the wonderful and exciting opportunities and resources that you will have access to as a member of our great organization. So let's get started. So first off, let me tell you a little bit about who Alpha Kappa Psi is. Alpha Kappa Psi was first founded by 4 men at New York University on October 5, 1904. It has now grown to be the oldest and largest business fraternity in the world, with over 298,000 initiated members at 219 universities in 4 different countries. As of August 7, 1976, we became a co-educational fraternity, deleting the must be men clause from our Constitution and becoming accepting of both men and women into our organization. Because business is everywhere and is a part of every career, AKPsi is accepting of all majors and classifications, including graduate students. With an extensive network of alumni, members are often able to land opportunities at some of the most profitable companies in the world, making us the best developer of principled business leaders. The TNTech chapter of Alpha Kappa Psi, Zeta Upsilon, was chartered on May 23, 1965. Alpha Kappa Psi follows 5 core values that are the guiding principles behind our organization and the members within. They are brotherhood, knowledge, integrity, service, and unity. Alpha Kappa Psi is all about building brotherhood. The quality we call brotherhood is of vital importance, but difficult to define. Our members, from the day they become brothers until the end of their lives, foster a great love of the fraternity and a fondness for brother members. While brotherhood manifests itself in a multitude of ways, at its center is a sense of duty and respect for both the fraternity and individual members. All activities and decisions that involve the fraternity are guided by a sense of stewardship and selflessness. Members are anchored by the need to do what is in the best interest of the fraternity as a whole and not swayed by individual self-interest. We believe in lifelong learning. College is mainly the beginning of business education. Our members share their knowledge and experiences openly with the people they work with, regardless of rank or position. In addition, they seek out opportunities to share their real-world experience with brother members, and in doing so, they enhance the lifelong learning of these members. Alpha Kappa Psi has high ethical standards. While the business world offers many opportunities for success and advancement, it also requires us to make decisions about how we succeed. Our members understand the importance of making decisions and conducting business in a way that takes into account both legal and ethical considerations. Our members serve as role models through their constantly fair and ethical conduct. We are also constantly working to improve our communities. As it is said, much is expected of those to whom much is given. Business professionals who seek to improve the communities in which they do business, improve lives, and develop goodwill. Our members actively give back to their communities through volunteer activities and monetary support. And finally, Alpha Kappa Psi believes in enhancing the fraternity for life. College chapters often serve as living laboratories for classroom concepts and professional conduct. In turn, lessons learned in the fraternity prepare members for success in the business world. Because we recognize the value and importance of our fraternity, our members are united in their passion to build a legacy for the future and will often support the fraternity through volunteer leadership and monetary gifts. One reason you should consider joining Alpha Kappa Psi is because of all the benefits and development opportunities we offer to our members. Foremost, AKPsi offers professional and career development to help prepare members for the workforce or corporate world. We also offer personal development and skill learning opportunities, so members are able to discover more about themselves, expand their abilities, and stay up to date on the skills that companies look for the most. In addition to the wide range of learning options we provide, we also have many opportunities in leadership, service, networking, and travel available, all of which I will discuss further in a moment. And finally, by joining Alpha Kappa Psi, you are sure to make lifelong friends who will most likely become almost like family as you become part of our great community. Many of these opportunities are available through the conferences and conventions that are offered throughout the year, one of which is the Principled Business Leadership Institute, or PBLI. This convention is held in the spring across several different cities. It is considered AKPsi's annual flagship event where students and alumni interact with top professionals in business industries, gain insight on necessary industry-related skills, and develop a leadership development plan. It is designed for all individuals seeking to enhance their professional development. Similar to PBLI, another event held every fall is the Regional Assembly. This event is where all the chapters from the same region meet together to network, discuss chapter ideas, and be informed on what's happening at AKPsi at the regional level. Our region, labeled the Southern Bluegrass region, consists of chapters from Tennessee, Indiana, and Kentucky. Every 2 years, Alpha Kappa Psi has a national convention that takes place during the summer and changes location from city to city. Convention is a 4-day-long event which serves as the business meeting of Alpha Kappa Psi, where Chapter Congress convenes to influence positive change within the organization. It also helps to educate both student and alumni members on fraternity knowledge, business knowledge, and professional development through the 2-day College of Leadership sessions. Alpha Kappa Psi's 2019 convention was hosted in Dallas, Texas, and had representatives from every chapter across the globe attend. Pictured is now alumnus Sam Gray and I, who were elected as the delegate and alternative delegate to represent the Zeta Upsilon Chapter. We had the honor of helping decide on new bylaws and amendments to the fraternity's constitution, voted on who to elect as the fraternity's new leaders, and were able to meet chapters, members, and alumni from across the globe. Alpha Kappa Psi's 2021 convention will take place in Miami, Florida, and be sure to be an event you won't want to miss out on. Alpha Kappa Psi also offers another great opportunity that's reserved for a select number of members and must be applied for, called Academy. If chosen, members receive an all-expenses-paid trip to a custom-designed, hands-on leadership experience that's designed to make even the best of Alpha Kappa Psi more impactful, value-based leaders. AKPsi has also partnered with the company Brainy Money. Brainy Money is a site that offers interactive and entertaining video courses all about wealth and how to take control of your money to become financially stable. These courses include the Core 4 of Personal Finance, Budgeting 101, The Art of Side Hustles, and much more. As an AKPsi member, you get many of these Brainy Money courses for free, as well as a few AKPsi exclusives. Brotherhood Unbounded is a new program series designed to combat membership struggles such as chapter connectivity, personal stress, and skill development. This program provides brothers exclusive resources to boost confidence, elevate resumes and portfolios, and develop the skills necessary to become successful business leaders. Some of the planned features and programs coming out soon for Brotherhood Unbounded include the My AKPsi mobile app, which is a new app that is available now and allows brothers to communicate cross-chapter, register for events, access professional development resources, and helps make many other fraternity resources accessible in the palm of your hand. Another great feature coming out soon is access to the Berkman Survey and Small Groups Assessment, which is a Fortune 500 company certified assessment tool that will be available exclusively for members of AKPsi. These tools will enable brothers to better understand their leadership styles, manage stressors, and optimize teamwork. Brotherhood Unbounded also plans to develop the Institute of Business Leadership, which will be a virtual conference that's free to members and will be held twice a year. It will include panelists and speakers covering topics such as career development, chapter operations, and leadership skills. Finally, this program also plans to provide business leadership certificates in the spring of 2021 that can be earned from completing learning tracks designed to certify the brothers in the most desired soft skills by employers. Even with all the great resources I've mentioned so far, there's still more. Members of Alpha Kappa Psi have access to a wide variety of informational videos and resources available on the AKPsi YouTube channel, on the Leadership Development page of the AKPsi website, and within the My AKPsi member website. Podcasts such as Operations Avenue and Business Edge are also constantly updated to provide interesting and educated content about the business world to their listeners. Through the Alpha Kappa Psi Foundation, brothers have the opportunity to apply for various scholarships to help with the cost of their education. Members also receive discounts on various services like certain apparel, insurance, and travel. And yet, there are even more national resources available for members that I have not mentioned and are waiting to be discovered by you. Through Alpha Kappa Psi, the opportunities for growth and success are never ending. Even at our own chapter, we offer many of the same opportunities for development. We offer everything from service opportunities such as working the concession stands at Bridgestone Arena and making cards for soldiers, to annual events like the Fall Harvest Craft and Vendor Fair or the Bob Ross Paint Night, to just being able to hang out as brothers decorating Halloween cookies or going to the movie theater. You can get all this and more just from becoming a member of Alpha Kappa Psi. So are you convinced? Would you like to become a member of the oldest and greatest business fraternity in the world? We sure hope so. But first let me tell you a little bit about how the pledge process works. Our pledge process is a 6-week program called Bridge to Brotherhood, which is focused on fraternal traditions, key education skills, and local context. Over the course of the pledge education program, pledges are introduced to the key skills and practices of the fraternity, as well as build an awareness and appreciation for the history, values, and vision of Alpha Kappa Psi. Skill areas focused on throughout the process are oral communication, listening comprehension, relationship building, confidence, resilience, and analytical critical thinking. Pledges will improve upon these areas by completing a series of activities such as building or perfecting their resume, participating in mock interview sessions with brothers, shadowing members in chapter positions, and completing a reflection project at the end of the 6 weeks. Pledges will also be required to attend weekly pledge meetings to help encourage their process through the program and to familiarize themselves with current brothers and roles of the chapter. The pledge process in total should require no more than 5 hours a week, which includes meetings and all activities required by pledges to complete. A few important milestones of the pledge process worth mentioning are induction, mid-court, honor court and initiation, and finally, new brother orientation. Induction will be your first ritual that you attend to become an official pledge of AKPsi. Your first pledge meeting will follow this ritual directly after, where the pledge process, requirements, and deadlines will be discussed in further detail. Mid-court takes place at the halfway point of the pledge process, and its goal is to assess how our pledges are doing currently and if there's anything they need to improve upon or that we can help them with. Honor court and initiation is the final step in the pledge process and is the grand occasion of where our pledges become full members of Alpha Kappa Psi. A new brother orientation will then take place within the next few days after initiation to introduce new brothers to how typical chapter meetings are held and any procedures that are in place for them. There is a one-time pledge due of $200 that must be paid in full before a pledge can become a member. This fee can be paid once in full or in small increments through a payment plan. This fee helps to cover all pledge materials and education provided throughout the pledge process, and helps to provide one free AKPsi t-shirt presented to each pledge after initiation. Once you become a member, dues decrease to $125 per semester. So now that you know everything you need to know about the pledge process, you can join us. First, you will need to go to this link and fill out our application form. This is just a general form so that we can measure your level of interest and get to know a little bit more about you. In the next few days, we will then contact you via email in hopes of setting up a day and time for a semi-formal interview. This interview is to help us get to know you better and measure if you would be a good fit for our organization. We do ask that you wear business professional attire or as close to it as possible if you do not yet own any professional clothing. If we decide to accept you into the pledge program, you will then be offered a bid that you will then be asked to accept or deny. Finally, if you accept and confirm your bid, which we know you would, you will then attend the induction ceremony and start the process of becoming an Alpha Kappa Psi member of the Zeta Upsilon Chapter. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We are a very friendly group of people that would love to help you in any way that we can. My email is listed here, as well as my personal cell number that you can call or text anytime. And if you'd like to look into any of the programs or opportunities that I mentioned, the main Alpha Kappa Psi site is a great resource to do that, which is listed here as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I get to see you soon.